Hello everyone. Welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, the place where truth lives, where justice for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is our mission, and where we refuse to be silenced or gaslit by the media monsters who have tried and failed to destroy two beautiful, intelligent, compassionate souls, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And today we have something powerful to talk about, something that stopped me in my tracks. A single sentence from Meghan, just 8 words. But those 8 words, they speak volumes. She said, "I would ask people to tell the truth." Now let that settle for a moment. Let the simplicity and raw power of that sentence echo in your heart. Because anyone who's followed Meghan's journey, even halfway honestly, knows exactly what she means. We know the truth has been the first casualty when it comes to how the British media, the palace machine and their little flying monkeys have portrayed Meghan. And now, after years of relentless abuse, after every attempt to twist her words, distort her actions and assassinate her character, she finally gets to speak freely on her terms. This week, Meghan is set to appear on Aspire with Emma Grede, and already, just from the teaser, we can tell it's going to be special. Emma asked Meghan, "If you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch, is there anything you would do differently?" And Meghan, with grace and dignity, didn't rant. She didn't name names, she simply said, "I would ask people to tell the truth." And you know what? That speaks to the level of strength, self-control and authenticity this woman carries. Meghan has always been about truth. Whether it was her humanitarian work, her speaking out for women's rights at the UN, or her work with charities long before she became royalty, Meghan has always operated in truth. But the world she stepped into, the one surrounding the British monarchy, operates in lies, cover-ups and selective silence. When Meghan married Harry, she didn't just become a duchess, she became a target. The media immediately started crafting a character. The difficult duchess, the social climber, the manipulative American. All those lazy, racially coded headlines we've been calling out for years, and for what? Because she was confident? Because she wasn't afraid to speak her mind? Because she wouldn't let them reduce her to a mute mannequin in designer clothes? And let's be clear, this isn't about royal protocol, it's about racism, misogyny and a fear of powerful women who don't conform. They couldn't control Meghan, so they tried to destroy her. But here's the twist, they failed. She's still standing, stronger, smarter, and yes, louder. Emma Grede, herself a powerhouse woman in business, got it. She didn't ask that question to stir drama, she asked it as a sister, who understands what it's like to build something from the ground up while dodging arrows. The irony is, Meghan's public narrative wasn't hers to begin with. It was hijacked before she even got a chance to tell it. The media crafted it for her, the palace let them, and the public was fed lie after lie until many didn't even recognise the real Meghan behind the headlines. But that era is over. Meghan is back, and this time she's taking back her voice in a way that no front page or royal mouthpiece can spin. She's launching podcasts. She's creating beautiful Netflix content. She's returned to social media, not the controlled, sterilised palace kind, but her own. On her own terms. That's powerful, that's revolutionary. And that's the Meghan they tried to bury. And let's not overlook the fact that she's doing this while raising 2 children, loving her husband, and building a legacy that isn't tied to titles or crowns. It's about truth. It's about identity. It's about letting little girls of all backgrounds see what strength, softness, and substance look like when they coexist. The part that hit me deeply was when she talked about the baby mama dance video. That clip she shared on Lilibet's birthday, so full of joy and light. A simple, beautiful moment of Meghan in the hospital, heavily pregnant, dancing with pure love and humour. That moment wasn't for the press. It wasn't a PR stunt. It was real life, captured privately and released when she wanted. And when Emma Grede said she did a little secret cheer seeing it, I smiled, because we all did. It reminded us that beneath the noise, beneath the vitriol and scandal, there's a happy woman living a full life with a man who loves her and children who adore her. And that's what the media can't stand. Meghan didn't collapse under their pressure. She didn't apologise for existing. She didn't fade away, she thrived. She used her voice, her platform, her pain, and turned it into purpose. And they can't stomach that. Let's also not forget that this woman was forced to shut down her Instagram account at the peak of her relationship with Harry. The palace wanted control. They didn't want her having a direct line to the public, and then when she and Harry launched at Sussex Royal, it exploded. Millions followed. The engagement was through the roof. And what happened? When they stepped back, the palace snatched that too, shut it down. But guess what? Now she's back online, on her own, not using a royal title, not using the institution, just Meghan. That is freedom. That is what real power looks like. And I haven't even mentioned Prince Harry yet, but you know what? That man deserves a standing ovation every single day. He saw what was happening to his wife. He saw how the press twisted her words, how the institution stood by silently. And he made a choice. He didn't choose comfort. He didn't choose silence. He chose love. He chose truth. He chose Meghan. And they want us to believe he's the problem? Let me say this now. Prince Harry is not the problem. The system is. The one that protected predators, but left a pregnant woman crying in the dark. The one that fed lies to the press and then told Meghan to just stay quiet. The one that let her be called Duchess Difficult while Kate was praised for doing the exact same thing. That's the problem. That's the lie. So yes, Meghan saying, "I would ask people to tell the truth," is not just a sentence. It's a prayer. It's a demand. It's a reckoning. Because truth-telling is revolutionary when you've been buried in lies. And Meghan is reclaiming her narrative one truth at a time. That podcast with Emma Grede, it's not just a conversation, it's an awakening, and it's one that's long overdue. Now, to every viewer listening right now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in truth? Do you believe in love that stands the test of fire? Do you believe in dignity, grace and resilience? If you do, then stand with Harry and Meghan, support their work, amplify their voice, correct the lies when you hear them, and most importantly, never stop telling the truth. This isn't just a gossip story, this is history, this is cultural warfare. And Harry and Meghan are on the front lines not because they asked for it, but because the world forced them there. But look at them now, they're not victims, they're victors. And the truth is finally being told. Today, we unite for a purpose that's only grown stronger, to stand for truth and support the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan. Our mission is simple: amplify facts, counter distortion, and support those who live with integrity under pressure. We've all seen headlines designed to provoke, not inform. Our job is to look past the noise and see the real people at the centre. Harry and Meghan's journey is about love, courage, and the power to forge your own destiny. Defending them means defending truth in an age of misinformation. This isn't just celebrity gossip, it's a cultural moment about what kind of world we want to build. Let's celebrate their victories, understand their struggles, and reaffirm our commitment to supporting them. Together, our voices can drown out negativity and shine a light on the truth. Let's begin with a powerful plea from the Duchess herself. In a world of noise, Meghan's recent words cut through. I would ask people to tell the truth. These 7 words are the heart of the Sussexes' struggle, a call for basic decency. For years, their reality was twisted by tabloids and enabled by the institution they left behind. Meghan's request isn't for sympathy, it's a dignified demand for honesty. Imagine being misrepresented daily, your family and identity questioned by strangers. After all that, to simply ask for truth is an act of grace and strength. Meghan's focus has always been authenticity, raising her children in honesty and love. This plea guides their new life, their foundation, and their creative work. They're telling their story on their own terms now. Meghan's words invite us to look past the headlines and seek facts for ourselves. The truth is still powerful, if we're brave enough to demand it. Meghan's statement comes from years of enduring a uniquely hostile environment. She entered a system where narratives are managed to protect the institution, not the individual. As a woman of colour and an outsider, the system was weaponized against her. Her words reject the never complain, never explain mantra that silences victims. The attacks she faced were laced with racism and misogyny, painting her as an outsider. By asking for truth, she's demanding acknowledgement of this reality and reclaiming her power. Meghan is no longer a passive character. She's the author of her own life. She invites the world to read the true version based on facts and compassion. Meghan's negative portrayal wasn't random. It was a calculated campaign by the tabloid media and royal insiders. From the start, she was cast as a villain, her every move twisted to fit a damaging script. The coverage was filled with racist tropes and double standards, exposing deep media bias. Anonymous palace sources leaked misleading stories, creating a toxic feedback loop. Their @Sussex Royal Instagram was a rare space for authenticity. Its shutdown showed how threatening their independent voice was. The void left by their departure was filled with more negativity, proving their need for new platforms. The message was clear: conform or be cast out. Harry and Meghan bravely chose independence. The conflict was a clash between Meghan's authenticity and the palace's rigid demands. Meghan was a successful advocate and humanitarian before royalty. Her voice was her strength. The palace, built on tradition and hierarchy, saw individuality as a threat. Meghan's passion and popularity were met with suspicion, her effectiveness stifled. She tried to bring real change, but the system demanded passivity. Her authenticity, once an asset, became a liability within the palace walls. Stepping back wasn't abandoning duty, it was preserving her true self. Now she continues her life's work on her own terms. Harry and Meghan made a courageous decision to reclaim their story. Leaving royal life was a strategic move for survival and self-preservation. Their Netflix and podcast deals gave them platforms to share their truth directly. Projects like their docu-series offered context and humanized them beyond headlines. Meghan's new lifestyle brand and return to social media reconnect her with her community. This is about building a community around shared values, not celebrity. Sharing joyful, authentic moments, like Meghan's baby mama dance, shows the real people behind the caricature. They're not just reclaiming their narrative, they're rewriting it. Meghan's resilience is matched by Harry's unwavering loyalty and courage. He refused to let history repeat itself, choosing his family over the institution. Their partnership is one of equals. Harry is Meghan's champion, breaking with tradition to protect her. His book dismantled lies and exposed the machinery behind the attacks. Their love has been tested by adversity, but it's only made them stronger. Together, they're a united front, building a future where they can thrive and use their platform for good. Harry's loyalty isn't just defense, it's about creating a shared, hopeful future. Their journey proves true love requires courage and unwavering commitment. Harry and Meghan's story is a mirror for society, about truth, love and dignity. Meghan's plea, tell the truth, is a call to action for all of us. Support them by seeking out the truth. Watch their work, read their words, and engage with their causes. Be discerning, question sources, identify bias, and refuse to amplify cruelty. Use your voice to challenge misinformation and share support. Every positive message matters. Love and support are more powerful than hate. Standing with them means standing for a better world, racial justice, gender equality, and mental health. Believe in the power of love and the courage to seek peace. Let's commit to telling and defending the truth. Join the chorus for dignity, not just for them, but for all. So, if you're with us, if you're tired of the hate, the lies, the manipulation, then make your voice count. Like this video, share it. Comment below with your thoughts. And if you want to help us keep spreading the truth and protecting the Sussex legacy, hit that super thanks and support this channel, because together we are a force. We are truth tellers, we are protectors, we are the Royal Sussex Squad, and the truth will always win.